Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Inspired to Transform. My name is Whitney Akinyi. If you're new here, please do hit the subscribe button, like, share, and leave a comment. The basic goal of this show is to inspire transformation through a shift of mindset for a better tomorrow. So once you get on board with this community, with this whole platform, once you get to hang with us, you get to grow, you get to levitate. Most of you have been asking me what my driving factor is, why I've decided to start this channel, why I do what I do, why I wrote the planner, all these whys, and I figured I'd just answer you all in this video. So basically, let me tell you, for the longest time I've been an entrepreneur and I've been interested in business and marketing and whatnot. I've been interested in all that. But what really sunk into me was the fact that there's so much consumerism in Africa. Let's talk about Kenya. There's so much consumerism in Kenya. It's always a question of what can I buy? That's always the mentality that goes into play in most of us. I'm extremely triggered and passionate about fulfilling dreams and working towards the achievement of goals. Here's why. Every single person has a dream. Every single person has a goal that they're working towards every single day. Like, it's part of life. It's life. Because if there are no goals, if there are no dreams, there's no ambition, there's no grit, there's no resilience. It's just us living every single day as it comes. So this is part of what makes life so beautiful. There was this statistic that I came across from one of Impact Theory's episodes. So it talks about 95% of human beings do not live up to their potential, one, and do not fulfill their dreams. 95% of 7.7 billion. What number is that? So only 5% get to actually live their dreams. And out of these 5%, how many are Africans? Let's be real. How many are Africans? So you get what I'm saying. So for me, the most pressing thing is to get people inspired enough to transform their lives, transform their habits, transform their behaviors, transform their financial literacy and financial patterns, transform how they look at productivity, transform how they look at investment, transform how they look at themselves. Because at the end of the day, it all boils down to you. How do you look at yourself? The way you look at yourself is the same way people will look at you. There is someone out there who's going to be inspired by what I'm doing. You get? Once that person is inspired by what I'm doing, then they will also take the leap of faith and try to do better and try to achieve their dreams. Once they do that, once they achieve their dreams, once they start walking on that path of success, then someone else is gonna look at them and want to mirror them. So what basically happens is that a ripple effect is created. It's just a whole ball of inspiration. And where there's inspiration, there's transformation. Because if I'm inspired to the extent that I'll stop at nothing to get something done, you will be inspired by my work. That is why we look up to the Bill Gates of this world, because they got to where we want to be. Am I right? They are who we want to be 5 years from now, at the moment, 10 years from now. We often complain so much about bad leadership. We complain about inadequacy of funds. We complain about all these things, But when we look at a question of leadership, if we don't have the right leadership, then we need to make our own leaders, honestly. And this is what this platform is for. Because once you get into the space of self-transformation and self-development, you get to unlock certain qualities in yourself that you didn't know were existent. You get to challenge yourself to a whole other level. And that is what leadership is about. You get to influence other people to become better. That in itself is leadership. You get to make better decisions in your life. And that is leadership. And that is what we're looking for. That is what we are craving for. I've taken it upon myself to use my passion and drive to help other people walk towards their path of financial freedom, personal mastery, their path of success. Because there's so much joy and contentment in finding your life's purpose, because that is where the happiness is. Doing what you love, even if you don't see results for 3 months consistently, is more than enough. Long story short, I want to build a community so large that is basically centered around personal growth and financial literacy. So what we are going to do is work on bettering ourselves, because once you understand yourself to a certain degree, then you can be able to understand your relationship with money. You can make informed decisions when it comes to making investments and your savings. These things just don't pop from anywhere. And what I've realized is most people get to understand this not when it's too late, but at a later stage in their life when they could have learned it in their 20s. So, who I aim to inspire and transform with all of this is young people. Young people really need so much guidance. Young people need a lot of mentorship. We need so much nurture. We need so much care. But very few of us get that. And that is why we get the results we get once it comes to leadership, or all these other factors that come into play once we are adults. This is the time for us to understand who we are, understand what we want, understand what help we need to get now. So by the time we are 30, 35, we are now leaders. We are the leaders of tomorrow. We are the CEOs, we're the directors, we're the presidents, we're the MPs, we're the whatnot. We make informed decisions based on our learning and based on our experience. It is my sincere hope that once you watch each and every single video that I post, once you get to engage with me at a personal level, once we get to interact and engage, then we can put our heads together and look for the best solution possible for us. Honestly. That's just my dream. That's just it. That's what fuels me. That's what drives me. That's what pushes me to keep doing more, to keep innovating, to just do all these things. Because I know that once young people have mastered themselves, have a financial skill, have a savings culture, know where to put their money, trust me, we'll have reduced cases of mental health related issues. All these issues we have in toxic relationships. Suicide rates are going to go down. Why? I understand myself. I understand why things are happening the way they're happening in my relationship and in my life. I am able to be in control of myself, my choices, my decisions, and my relationships. And that's the most important thing. So, I hope that answers your question. I hope it really does. Thank you so much for watching this video up until here. If you still have not, please do hit the subscribe button. and turn the post notifications on so you get alerted every single time I post a video. And guys, don't worry, we'll soon be talking about finances. And there's a financial skill that I want you guys to learn. Honestly, I'll take it upon myself to ensure you guys learn this skill. So we make that money, we get progress in our lives, honestly. Being stuck is the worst thing ever. In the comment section below, please guys, tell me what fires you up. Tell me what your why is. Why are you inspired to do what you do? What moves you? And what's your driving factor? If you found your purpose, tell us what your purpose is. If you have not, tell us so we can help you discover your purpose. And with that having been said and done, stay safe and always choose productivity. Bye.